Propaganda and its antidote. Propaganda is about diversion, much like a magician who diverts the viewer's gaze left while he pulls something out from the right. Propaganda is about manufactured statistics that don't include vital information. Propaganda is about censorship, either for or against, depending on the agenda of the propagandist. Propaganda is intrinsically stupid, but made to look intelligent. Academic propaganda, for instance, contains language only academics would understand to give it an air of intellectualism. Propaganda in general tells us that Western governments are democracies. In reality, the political party system serves corporations and international finance, not the people. Consider these analogies that demonstrate principles of propaganda. They are simple, so you can see the magician's trick. Consider this analogy about the two-party system. A woman gets invited to a barbecue by a lady she has a high opinion of. When she arrives, she finds the man that she most detests is married to that woman. By accepting the invitation to the barbecue, she unwittingly supports the couple. The woman might represent Kamala Harris, and the man might represent Donald Trump or any configuration of political parties and their leaders. No matter what party you vote for, you are in fact playing the game of musical chairs, set up by powerful elites. They invest vast sums and great effort into fooling the multitudes that they have a voice in democracies via free elections. Let's consider another simple analogy that represents deception. This time from Big Pharma. Statistics show that most road crash fatalities occur while people are driving with their eyes open. Therefore, it is highly recommended that people drive with their eyes closed. So simple, anyone could see through this deception. The reason is the general population has first-hand knowledge of driving. Yet, does the general population have direct knowledge of spike proteins in vaccines? No, they will be easily fooled. Of late, censorship of books has been compared to Nazi book burning, yet important information of the contents of the books is hidden. The suitability of certain books for children is not discussed. As a teenager, I read a Kurt Vonnegut book called Slaughterhouse-Five. It is based on part on his own experience as a prisoner of war in Dresden. Firebombs dropped, destroying the population mainly because oxygen was consumed. There are graphic descriptions of violence and death. Clearly, such a book is not suitable for children. Does removing it from a school library equate with being a Nazi? In regards to censorship, it is practiced everywhere. It is why there are ratings on movies. No one wants a 5-year-old to see an R-rated movie. So, the propaganda regarding censorship uses the sleight of hand of taking something out of its context. If a person looks at the content and age appropriateness of certain books, it becomes apparent that there is an orchestrated attack upon childhood itself. Propaganda, to be successful, must make the believer in it feel enlightened, superior, principled, and good. This requires deceit, flattery, and gullibility in the general public. The challenge to propaganda on social media is the real reason why the elites want to have greater control over social media. Why two so-called democracies are beginning to imprison people for expressing their opinions. Real liberty doesn't imprison political opponents. The greatest antidote to propaganda and deception of any kind is spiritual knowledge. A personal knowing of Christ, who is truth itself, brings spiritual discernment between false and true. The positive aspect is that the Holy Spirit convicts the believer of the truth of the entire Bible. Peace be with you.